Welcome back to the China Law 101 video series. I'm your host, Edgar Choi from Law in a Minute. In today's video, we will talk about whether there is a death penalty in China. Although this is a rather serious topic, let's try not to make it as grim as a tax audit. Now, the rules surrounding the death penalty are understandably strict, and for good reason. It's not like returning a sweater because you didn't like the color. This is serious business. First off, the death penalty in China is reserved for the baddest of the bad. I'm talking about serious crimes like organized crime, terrorism, and violence. It's not given out like a parking ticket. There are two types of death sentences. One with immediate execution and another one with a 2-year suspension. Sort of like giving someone a terrifying timeout to think about what they've done. Now, there are a few very clear no-go zones. Minors under 18 at the time of the crime, pregnant women at the time of trial, and individuals who are 75 or older, unless they've been exceptionally naughty, are off limits for the death penalty. Think of it as the judicial version of Kids Eat Free or a senior discount, only much more serious. Speaking of age, let's talk about how it's calculated. If your 18th birthday is tomorrow, you're still considered a minor today. It's not the age itself, but timing that counts, like waiting from midnight at New Year's Eve, only far less festive. Pregnant women are also exempt, and this applies irrespective of the circumstances of the pregnancy. Even if the pregnancy concluded for any reason before the trial, no death penalty rule applies. Now, if someone's sentenced to death but given the 2-year suspended sentence, it's like the universe giving them a chance to redeem themselves. If they behave, the sentence can be reduced, but if they commit another serious crime, it's back to square one. And that's a square nobody wants to be in. Interestingly, history shows us that even foreigners are not exempt from these rules when they commit crimes on Chinese soil. For instance, back in the 1780s, a British gunner accidentally caused the death of 2 Chinese citizens with a cannon salute gone wrong. The response was not a slap on the wrist, but rather a more permanent solution. China also takes drug trafficking very seriously. In 2021, the Dalian Intermediate Court conducted a public trial of Canadian citizen Robert for drug smuggling and ultimately resentenced him to death with confiscation of all personal assets. Let's face it, smuggling over a kilo of opium or over 50 grams of heroin in China is about as wise as juggling hand grenades. Thank you for watching today's video. Please feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Stay tuned for next episode where we'll talk about how China's family law handles domestic violence.